Hi, what I say today may seem repetitive, a litany of bad news, exhausting. But we are not here to mollycoddle. We are here to tell you the news as it is. On April 4th, in 24 hours, more than 1 lakh people tested positive for COVID-19 in India. Please let that sink in. This is the largest surge in daily new cases India has ever seen. In September last year, when things felt a lot more serious and scary, we reported just above 97,000 cases on the worst day. And yesterday, 1 lakh plus. Here's what experts have been predicting about the second wave of COVID-19. They say that this will be more intense than the first wave. On Sunday, we recorded over 1 lakh new cases, and we haven't even reached the peak yet. Experts and prediction models say that the worst will most likely come around mid-April, after which things will gradually get better. That is to say, that the worst is yet to come. This period is likely to be driven by the more infective and deadlier new variants of the coronavirus, like what most Western countries like the UK and the US are already facing. In Punjab, for instance, the dominant strain of the virus is the new UK variant. The second wave in India, like in the UK and the US, will be driven by young people out and about. They will also get infected more, and they will be more likely to seek serious medical attention due to the new viral strains I just mentioned. The numbers have already begun coming in. In the second half of November last year, a little less than 22% of new COVID cases were people between the ages of 19 and 30. In the second half of March 2021, this age group accounts for almost 28% of the cases. Of course, this is not to say that all young people are socially mixing by choice or that they're the only ones. India's pandemic fatigue across age groups is palpable, and large public gatherings for festivals and elections have only made things worse. As you know, Maharashtra is the epicenter once again. Of Sunday's 1 lakh new cases, Maharashtra reported nearly 60,000, a record high. Mumbai reported over 11,000 cases in 24 hours, also a record high. And one grim Pune update which indicates that the healthcare system is beginning to get overwhelmed. The Pune Municipal Corporation has said that bodies of COVID-19 victims dying at home must now be brought to the crematorium by the families themselves. The ward officer for each locality will provide the body bag and 4 PPE kits to the relatives for this purpose. Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, after many warnings and threats, has been forced to begin shutting Maharashtra down. Starting today, on weekends, the entire state goes under a strict COVID-19 lockdown, and on weekdays, a night curfew from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh also broke their previous records of daily new cases on Sunday. Vaccination is our best shot against COVID-19. I've said this several times, something we didn't have the first time around. Anyone over the age of 45 can get vaccinated in India right now. So if you are eligible or your loved ones are, you know what to do. With this second wave, an increasing number of public health experts are saying that vaccination needs to be decentralized in India, which means state governments should be allowed to decide how to inoculate citizens, and or vaccines are available in private hospitals for whoever can afford them, no matter what age, so that we can pick up speed and get as many people vaccinated as quickly as possible. 4 months into immunization, and India has only vaccinated less than 5% of the population, compared to Brazil's 7.57 and America's 30.44%. The center is so far sticking to its strategy of keeping the vaccine reins in its hands alone. But at the same time, on Saturday, the center asked the states to halt all new registrations for COVID-19 vaccinations for healthcare and frontline workers, saying they've had enough time, which means unregistered essential workers below 45 will now have to wait till their age group becomes eligible. I'll stop here for today. If you've been listening to me, thank you so much for your time.